because right now, Indiana, the last 2 games, they have averaged 28 points off
so far.
McDonald, no. Rebound pulled away by Boston.
And that's an area that Dallas has to show up. That is one shot for the Indiana Fever and then go in transition.
Well, we see what Dallas's defensive plan is going to be because Haley Jones quickly came over to help out on the double on Boston.
You can't allow one-on-one coverage with Boston. She's too good. She's gotten better every single season she's been in the W. So this 3rd year is one of the most dominant in our game.
Wings coming off a 50% shooting effort in the loss to Atlanta. That was the first time they shot 50% since May. J.J. Quinterly at the buzzer, the rookie from West Virginia.
Beautiful shot. She is a ball-dominant scorer. She was at West Virginia, and that's what Crisco Clandis is looking for her to do here with the Dallas Wings as well.
Indiana coming off that 107-100 win over Phoenix. Stephanie White called that a big win. They were outstanding. Mitchell, no
come on.
The former Dallas wing, Natasha Howard.
Beautiful dish and dime by Kelsey Mitchell to Howard.
Geisel Suter out front. Shows us she can shoot the 3. Here's Haley Jones. They had to switch.
Good help defense by Indiana. They will double team right there.
Jones kicks it out. Geisel Suter for 3. Doesn't get the bounce. Cunningham battling Becker, and Boston comes up with it.
So I think Dallas has to get a couple of bodies on the offensive board. You cannot allow the Indiana Fever to just start in transition as easily as they'd like.
You talked about a great pass. How about this one coming up?
You know, nobody was looking for this. We think Kelsey Mitchell.
In her 8th year, she also has a couple of 30s. And Mitchell trains the 3.
So tough to guard. You don't think she's going to shoot, even though you've watched her all season. We know she's going to shoot, but you have to contest that shot.
Cunningham out front. Cunningham has done a nice job for this Indiana team in the starting rotation. Geisel Suter with the 2.
Geisel Suter getting much more comfortable with the catch and shoot, and therefore the Wings looking for her a little bit more in those opportunities.
4 of the last 6 games, she's been in double figures. Howard can't get it. Here comes Quinterly. Coach Clandis says they want J.J. to move the basketball. Inside, Jones on Cunningham. Cunningham, nice position, gets the rejection.
Good defense by Cunningham not to foul in that situation.
Talk about speed on speed. How about McDonald on Quinterly? Boston inside. Coughs it up. Nice defense, Haley Jones. Here comes Enrique. Beckers to J.J. Lets it fly. I don't think Crisco Clandis minds that shot. He wants her to shoot a little bit more.
He wants her to be more aggressive offensively there. She's got to believe in that shot, though. That's the shot to take.
Jones working inside Boston. That was a mismatch. Boston took advantage.
That was too easy. Boston, again, footwork is top tier, gotten better every single season in the W, and you have to crowd her when she gets the ball on the block.
Aaliyah Boston, 4 straight games. She's had double-doubles. Geisel Suter, Cunningham may have distracted her a little bit.
Dallas has to decide if they're going to get on the offensive boards.
That's going to be out of bounds. Turnover, Indiana. Wings will have it. Trailing by 3 early on. Starting fast, and that is something that Indiana has done well in that opening quarter.
Indiana's really the best, the top 3 in the league at fast starts. They have weapons at every position, so easy to get it going offensively.
Beckers off balance shot, can't get it. Rebound Howard. We've seen her make that shot time and time again this year. Mitchell over to McDonald, the southpaw, can't get the 3. Nice job, Howard, inside using her aggressiveness.
Howard averages 6.6 rebounds a game. You got to keep her off the offensive boards. We know how deadly she can be on the offensive end.
2-time All-Star, 2-time All-Defensive Team, Natasha Howard. Jones inside, Cunningham good to stop that. Haley Jones.
That's the shot she wanted to take the last time down.
Exactly. Playing in her 11th game for the Dallas Wings. Has started, as we mentioned, 3 consecutive games.
Tough.
Oh, how about that pass outside to Howard? Boston at the basket, foul on Haley Jones.
It is not enough to beat.
Coming in, J.J. Quinterly will go out for the Dallas Wings. And at the line is going to be Aaliyah Boston, the 23-year-old out of South Carolina. Unanimous Rookie of the Year. How about on Wednesday against Phoenix? Aaliyah Boston had no field goal attempts in the third, but had the first 14 points for Indiana in the fourth. Beckers is going to be fouled by Boston. Didn't give her room to come down.
Not sure you want to foul Paige Beckers, who's an excellent free throw shooter, but to start off, you got
personal foul. Isaiah James will check into the lineup for the Wings, another rookie. Wings have 2 of the top 3 scores for rookies in the month of July. Obviously, Paige Beckers and J.J. Quinterly. James was also in there. She's kind of fallen out. Enrique will get a little bit of a break with 5:17 to play here in the first. Here's Paige Beckers. What a year she is having. Double digits all 22 games. Number 7 in assists, number 3 in steals. And here is McDonald. 26-year-old, her 5th year out of Arizona.
big game the other night, 27 points. Leading this team.
Boston, no, into the hands of Beckers. Quickly up ahead to James. James is not afraid to pull the trigger. Inside Lee Yu-Ru, a little strong. Here comes Flapp. She lost it, tripped up from behind. Beckers can't believe it. We've got a timeout. The WNBA Friday night up in the stands. Both sides of the arena and stood and signed autographs. We got pictures of it. We'll show you later.
Yeah, talking about understanding the assignment. That's Caitlin Clark all day long.
That's going to be a travel. Indiana wants to bang it in the paint. They're number 1 points in the paint. 8 of their 11 points so far tonight have come in the tunnel. Now the Wings got to get something going. Only 3 of 9 shooting to open up the game. Here's Beckers now being guarded by Lexi Hall. Hall comes off the bench, plays outstanding defense. Lee Yu-Ru, the 3, no.
Yeah, you got to get on the board. This is one of the greatest transition teams in our league, and you cannot give them a head start by not giving them any friction on the boards.
Howard, 5 rebounds. That'll be the 3rd turnover for Indiana in the game.
And I understand you want to protect their transition game, but you have to get some extra opportunities on offense by hitting the offensive boards. You can't just, it can't be one and done for Dallas. It's going to be a long night for them.
That's going to be poked by Howard. You look at Indiana's defense during this 3-game win streak as former Texas A&M Aggie Sydney Colson checks into the lineup. They have been so good at the point of attack, so disruptive. Tip your hat to Stephanie White, the head coach.
I was just going to say, Stephanie talked about how everyone has stepped up and done exactly what they need to do to help this team. Doesn't matter who she puts in the game, they become the X factor.
That's going to be tipped, and the Wings will turn it over for the first time.
So you got to stop the ball. Can't let them get all the way to the basket.
And they do. Lexi Hall, the 25-year-old in her 4th year out of Stanford.
You see they're making Paige give up the basketball early. They know her playmaking abilities, and it's disrupting Dallas offensively.
Here is Mitchell. Mitchell 1 for 1 so far in the game. Hall wants it, got it, shoots it, can't get it.
You gotta have that basketball right there. Tough rebound by Howard.
Lee Yu-Ru had position, but then let Howard get away. Howard, 6 points, 6 rebounds. And DeJohnette dribbling into traffic, as we've seen her do a lot, trying to draw the foul, and she was able to. Maisha Hines-Allen will check into the lineup for Dallas. Damaris Dantas will check in for Indiana.
Chris Copeland has talked about the value of DeJohnette Carrington, her ability to go down low, to take it downhill, and cause ruckus on offense.
And now a word from State Farm.
The love they showed me, it's why I pass it on.
DeJohnette Carrington missing 9 games because of rib injury. She said it was so painful she couldn't even lift her arms. One thing DeJohnette does, though, she plays both sides of the ball. Told us the other day it takes a lot of heart to play both sides of the ball. Colson has it stripped. Here is Enrique. Hines-Allen working on Mitchell. Got it.
That's Dallas doing what Dallas does best. That's translating defense to offense immediately. Nice bucket by Hines-Allen.
That allows Dallas to get going, and that's something Chris says they've got to do more of. Here's Hall being guarded by Beckers.
So you got to communicate on defense right here. You got to say who's coming over to help.
What a smart move by Mitchell. That was impressive.
Well, Kelsey Mitchell creates her own bucket. She does it. She didn't really need a big. She doesn't really need to get her own bucket. That makes her so dangerous offensively.
The crowd is roaring loud tonight. Hearts are pounding, burning bright and bright. The field's alive, alive. Electric light. We rise, we run, we won't back down. This is our moment, this is our crown. Game on, let's take it home. We fight together, we're not alone. Game on, hearts made of stone. Victory's calling, it's in our bones. Sweat is dripping, breath is fire. Push the limit, climb up higher. Every step builds our empire. We charge, we chase, we're here to claim. We're the thunder, we're the flame. Game on, let's take it home. We fight together, we're not alone. Game on, heart is on. Victory's calling, it's in our bones. It's in our bones. Sweat is dripping, breath is fire. Push the limit, climb up higher. Every step builds our empire.
Candace is looking for the combination right now.
We charge, we chase, we're here to claim. We're the thunder, we're the flame.
Defensive end, but here's where you have to
Game on, let's take it home. We fight together, we're not alone. Game on, heart is on. Victory's calling, it's in our bones. It's in our bones.
Dallas with the two bigs in the game right now, a little bit of advantage in the paint, and they need to keep doing that.
That time DJ went for the steal and Mitchell kept it away from her. Throws it away right into the hands of Howard. He's played a good first quarter with 6 points and 7 boards. Here's Mitchell now guarded by Hines Allen. Dumps it to Howard. From the outside, short. Hines Allen up ahead to Enrique. Tries to split by Colson inside. Foul by Howard.